Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. Dawalaban Yashala coming out another episode, bringing out those holy precepts. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to our Yahawah, Ba'ashem Masech Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kadash, true Father, Deliverance, Savior, in ancient Paleo Hebrew, Lashawan Kodesh. Hope everybody's doing most high blessed. Still on this series, Babylon is Fallen. I'm going to continue part 2 of Jeremiah, the 51st chapter, in the spirit of Yahawah Yahushai. I'm going to title this, Sit Down. With thee will I break in pieces the nations. With thee will I break in pieces the nations. Okay, I just want to go quick recap, pick out a couple of precepts. Jeremiah, let's start from the top, Jeremiah 51 and 1, and it reads, Thus saith Yahawah, Behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind. Okay, if you saw the breakdown of Jeremiah chapter 50, we know the destroying wind is the great assembly of nations that are coming against this land, demonic land, Babylon the Great. Okay, the daughter of Babylon, the whore, the harlot. Okay, I will rise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind. I broke it down, as you see. Everybody could see these prophecies coming to pass. You see bricks. Okay, all these nations together coming against Babylon the Great, threatening thermal nuclear destruction to Babylon the Great. Okay, verse 2, and will send unto Babylon fanners, and they shall fan her, and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. Verse 3, against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth up in the brigadine, and spare ye not her young men. Destroy ye utterly all her hosts. And this is prophesying the judgment and the death and destruction that's coming here to Babylon the Great. Okay? AKA the United States of America. The North Country is mentioned in the Bible. Okay? Representing North America, destruction here. This is the hammer of the earth. Okay, Wall Street, stock markets, the whole banking. Who you think owns all these banks? I mean, who's pushing the so-called NWO? I mean, it's all in our eyes. Let's pick up a couple of more precepts. And Jeremiah 51 and verse 8. Salakia, verse 7, Babylon has been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Okay? Nations are mad. Verse 8, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. Verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Okay? Let us go, everyone, into his own country, for her judgment reaches heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. Okay? This is the judgment that's coming here to Babylon the Great. Okay, I'm going to drop down to where I left off, and it's the title of this lesson, With thee will I break in pieces the nations. Okay? Jeremiah 51 and verse 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Yahawah of hosts is his name. Okay? Verse 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nation, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. Okay? So right here we see who's the we? Israel and Jacob, The portion of Jacob is not like them. Okay? The rod of his inheritance, Yahawah of hosts, is his name. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. He's talking about his Israelites. Okay? For these will I break in pieces the nation, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. Verse 21. And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider. And with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. Okay? Verse 22, with thee will I break in pieces man and woman. And with thee will I break in pieces old and young. With thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. Verse 23, I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherds and his flock. With thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen. With thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers. Okay? Verse 24, Jeremiah 51 and 24. And I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith Yahawah. We have to understand this is judgment of the Most High God. Verse 25, behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith Yahawah, that destroyeth all the earth. And I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain. Okay? Behold, I am against thee, a destroying mountain, saith Yahawah, which destroyeth all the earth. I will stretch out my hand upon thee from the down Salakia, and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain. 26, and they shall not take of thee a stone for a corner, nor a stone for foundations, but thou shalt be desolate forever, saith Yahawah. Okay? See if I bring a couple of precepts here. Salakia. Okay, I broke this down. This again, the thermonuclear destruction that's coming here. This is a prophecy in the book of Zechariah chapter 14 verse 12, and it reads, and this is the plague wherein Yahawah will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. Their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Obviously, we know with the thermal intercontinental ballistic missiles, the radiation, this is what the Bible is saying about the flesh of the people here in Babylon the Great. Consume away as they stand upon their feet. Judgment coming from the Most High God. So I got a couple of precepts here to bring out. Yeah, let's go to the book of Ezekiel. Let's read Ezekiel 7 and verse 1. And it reads, moreover, the word of Yahawah came unto me, saying, let's get another verse. Ezekiel 2. Also, thou son of man, thus saith Yahawah thy power unto the land of Israel, an end. The end is come upon the four corners of the land. Okay? Ezekiel 7 and verse 3. Now is the end come upon thee. I will send my anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations. Okay? Let's get another verse. Ezekiel 7 and 4. And my eye shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abomination shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am Yahawah. Okay, judgment coming to this land, Babylon the Great. Ezekiel 7 and verse 5. Thus saith Yahawah thy power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. Okay? Ezekiel 7 and verse 6. An end is come. The end is come. It watches for thee. Behold, it is come. And we're talking about the end of this world. And what world meaning is the world of Babylon. Okay? The world of Babylon is coming to an end. It's going to be a new sheriff in town, and that's going to be the everlasting kingdom. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible. Okay? Let's go back to Jeremiah 51, pick up a couple more precepts. Verse 27, set ye up a standard in the land, blow the trumpet amongst the nation, prepare the nation against her, call together against her the kingdom of Arawat, Mini, and Ashkenaz. Appoint a captain against her, cause the horses to come up as rough, Salakia, cause the horses to come up as the rough caterpillars. Okay, verse 28. Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes, the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the lands of his dominion. Okay, the kings of the Medes we know, the Persian Mede, Iran, Iraq, they're all part of BRICS, Brazil, Venezuela, China, Russia, North Korea. That's the great assembly of nations that's coming against Babylon the Great. Verse 29, and the land shall tremble and sorrow, and every purpose of Yahawah shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without an inhabitant. Okay? Verse 30, the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. Okay, now it's talking about the so-called military men of the so-called one world military, one world. The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holes. Their might have failed. They become as women. They have burned all, Salaki, they have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. Okay? Read it again. The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holes. Their might has failed. They become as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are open. Verse 31, one post shall run to another, and one messenger to meet another, to show the king of Babylon that his country is taken at one end. It's a downfall. Babylon is falling. We see it right in front of our eyes. Whoever can't see this place falling, the economic system, the banking system, the government system, all these so-called shutdowns and inflation, this is all coming to the end. End is come. I just read it in the book of Ezekiel. Okay, verse 32. And that the passages are stopped, and the reeds they have burned with fire, and the men of war are affrighted. Okay, read it again. And that the passage are stopped, and the reeds they have burned with fire, and the men of war are frightened. That's what's coming to this land. If you saw part 1. Jeremiah 50 and verse 33, all her men of war shall die by the sword in that day. That's what's coming here. Thus saith the Lord. Okay? 33, for thus saith the Lord of hosts, Yahawah, the God of Israel, the power of Israel, the daughter of Babylon. Okay, the daughter of Babylon. This is not the original land. This is spiritual Babylon, spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom. Okay? Nothing new under the sun. What has been is still here today. Thus saith Yahawah of hosts, the power of Israel. The daughter of Babylon is like a threshing floor. It is time, Salakia, it is time to thresh her. Yet a little while, and the time of her harvest shall come. Okay? The time of her harvest. What is the Bible meaning about the harvest? Let's get a precept. This is St. Matthew chapter 13, verse 39, the King of Kings speaking, who this world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ, but we know he's a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah, pursuant to Hebrews 7:14. Matthew 13 and 39, the enemy that sold them is the devil. Salakia. I love these precepts. Let me back up one. Matthew 13:38. Salakia Shala. Okay, reads, the field is the world. When you see the word field in the Bible, means the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, which we know are the children of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, through Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But the tares are the children of the wicked one. Okay? Let's get another verse. Who's the wicked one? Verse 39. The enemy that sold them is the devil. This is the point. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. Okay? The enemy that sold them is the devil, and the harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. Let's get back to Jeremiah 51. Read it again in 33. But thus saith Yahawah of hosts, the power of Israel, the daughter of Babylon is like a threshing floor. It is time to thresh her. Yet a little while, and the time of her harvest shall come. The end of this world, Babylon, as we know it. 34. Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, have devoured me. He has crushed me. He has made me an empty vessel. He has swallowed me up like a dragon. He hath filled his belly with my delicates. He has cast me out. Verse 35, the violence done to me and to my flesh be upon Babylon. What is the Father saying? The violence done to me and to my flesh be upon Babylon. Shall the inhabitants of Zion say, and my blood upon the inhabitants of Chaldea, shall Jerusalem say. Okay, all praise and glory to the Most High God, Yahawah Shem Yahushai. With thee will I break in pieces the nations and kingdoms, thus saith the Lord. Jeremiah 51:36. Therefore, thus saith Yahawah, behold, I will plead thy cause and take vengeance for thee. I will dry up her sea and make her springs dry. Verse 37, and Babylon shall become heaps, a dwelling place for dragons, an astonishment, and a hissing without inhabitant. Verse 38, they shall roar together like lions. They shall yell as lions' whelps. Verse 39, Jeremiah 51:39, in their heat I will make their feasts, and I will make them drunken, that they may rejoice and sleep a perpetual sleep, and not wake, saith Yahawah. So if he's going to put you a perpetual sleep, you know you're going to be killed by the sword, by the pestilence, by the famine. There's judgment coming. Verse 40, I will bring them down like lambs to the slaughter, like rams with he-goats. I will bring them down like lambs to the slaughter, like rams with he-goats. Verse 41, how is Shishak taken? And how is the praise of the whole earth surprised? How is Babylon becoming astonishment amongst the nations? The so-called hammer of the earth, the so-called superpower, okay? But as we read, Babylon was a golden cup in Yahawah's hand. So once the Most High got rid of this word, pursuant to Job 9:24, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. Who did the Father give this world to? The wicked. That's why everything is as you see. All the shootings, there's no love, no compassion for each other. You look at somebody the wrong way, they want to take your life. All the road rage, this place is just a habitation of demons. Okay, that's why it has to burn. Thus saith the Lord, and thus saith the Holy Bible. Jeremiah 51 and verse 42. The sea is come up upon Babylon. She is covered with the multitude of the waves thereof. Read it again, Jeremiah 51 and 42. The sea is come up upon Babylon. She is covered with the multitude of the waves thereof. These devils gave you a visual of that. If you've seen that movie 2012 at the end, when the woman was with her father on the beach and the water came over and you saw the Statue of Liberty floating in the water and flooding out Babylon, they gave you a visual. Where do you think they got that from? It's in the Bible. Read it again. Jeremiah 51 and 42. The sea is come up upon Babylon. She is covered with the multitude of waves thereof. 43. Her cities are a desolation, a dry land, and a wilderness, a land wherein no man dwelleth, neither doeth any son of man pass thereby. Okay, no visitors. It's going to be a desolation. That's why the Father said, remember what I've done to Sodom and Gomorrah. Multiple precepts in the Bible. He always warned, remember what I did. It's still burning to this day, uninhabitable. You can't grow nothing. Same thing this place is going to be. Babylon the Great here. Same thing. Nothing new under the sun. 44. I will punish Bel in Babylon. I will bring forth out of his mouth that which he has swallowed up, and the nations shall not flow together any more with him. Yeah, the walls of Babylon shall fall. Okay? And we got to understand Bel. When you look up Babylon, I think I still got that up here. Let's just look it up again real quick. As you see, when you look up the word Babylon, Hebrew word 894, okay, and you see the transliteration, and let's get the pronunciation.
Strong's H894. Babel.
Okay, so when I'm breaking it down in Jeremiah, where the Most High says, let's get that again. Let's get that again, verse 44. I will punish Bel in Babylon. Okay, so what's that demon? Babel. Okay? I will punish Bel in Babylon. I will bring forth out of his mouth that which he has swallowed up, and the nation shall not flow together anymore with him. Okay? Yeah, the walls of Babylon has fallen. And as you know, the Bible also says that the devil deceived the whole world. But here it says the nation shall not flow together anymore unto him. You see, that's the change that's coming here to Babylon, the whore of Babylon. Okay, but I want to break that down again. For all you unlearn, Babel. Let's get the biblical usage. And let's find out what this Babylon and Babel mean. It says Babel or Babylon. Same thing. Confusion. Okay? Confusion by mixing. Now you can understand how they got into the sodomy, and all these homosexuality and these gay laws that are coming out. Okay, this place is doomed. Babel or Babylon, the ancient site and or capital of Babylonia, modern Halal, situated on the Euphrates. But again, this is spiritual Babylon, spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom. Okay? I know you don't learn have a tough time with these Bible precepts, but let's keep going. 45, my people, go ye out of the midst of her, and deliver ye every man his soul from the fierce anger of Yahawah. Okay? Verse 46, unless your heart faint, and ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land. A rumor shall both come 1 year, and after that in another year shall come a rumor and violence in the land, ruler against ruler. And when you understand about the rumors, when you understand that, like the Messiah said in the book of Matthew 24, rumor of wars, kingdom against kingdom, nation against nation, like it says here, violence in the land, ruler against ruler. So he's referring to the gospel, and the Messiah broke it down in Matthew 24, Mark 13, and Luke 21. Verse 47, Therefore, behold, the day come that I will do judgment upon the graven image of Babylon. That's all this place is known for. All these graven images, everything here, all this idolatry. Okay, and her whole land shall be confounded, and all her slain shall fall in the midst of her. Okay, verse Jeremiah 51:48. Then the heaven and the earth and all that is therein shall sing for Babylon, for the spoilers shall come up unto her from the north, saith Yahawah. And again, that's going back to Jeremiah 50th chapter. The Most High assembled great nations to come against Babylon the Great. He commanded them to fire all their arrows, spare none. Okay? Just to put it in context, so everybody can understand the destruction that's coming to this land. Then the heaven and the earth and all that is therein shall sing for Babylon, for the spoilers shall come up unto her from the north, saith Yahawah. 49. As Babylon hath caused the slain of Israel to fall. Listen, as Babylon has caused the slain of Israel to fall, so at Babylon shall fall the slain of all the earth. What these wicked nations have done to the children of Israel, black, Hispanic, Native, of Indian, and Negro descent, the only people on this planet that will put on these slave ships, y'all gonna reap what your soul. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible. I'm just bringing it out. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible. Let's get it again. 49. As Babylon has caused the slain of Israel to fall, so at Babylon shall fall the slain of all the earth. Because all the heathen nations have part to do with our captivities. Okay, point blank period. That's pursuant to Acts 7 and verse 6. If you want to look it up, go to Acts chapter 7, verse 6. You're going to read that the Most High's people sojourned into a strange land, and in that strange land they were put into bondage and treated evil for 400 years. Okay, and you read verse 7, it says that country that put my people in bondage will he judge. That's why this judgment is here. It's beautiful. As Babylon has caused the fall of Israel to fall, Salakia, as Babylon have caused the slain of Israel to fall, so at Babylon shall fall the slain of all the earth. Verse 50, ye that have escaped the sword, go away, stand not still. Remember Yahawah far off, and let Jerusalem come into your mind. Okay? Verse 51, we are confounded because we have heard reproach. Shame hath covered our faces, for strangers are come into the sanctuaries of Yahawah's house. Okay, we know those people in Israel right now, which call themselves Israelites, those are not the people of the Most High God. The Bible says when the children of Israel return back home, there's going to be peace, throughout the world for 1,000 years. There's no peace here. Those are not the people. Okay, point blank period. Read it again. We are confounded because we have heard reproach. Shame hath covered our faces, for strangers are coming to the sanctuaries of Yahawah's house. Okay, I have to stop here, Yasharala, because I know that the attention span for a lot of people hearing the Bible is just not there. But I want to give all praise and glory to Abba Yahawah. I will be keeping on this series going. Babylon is falling. The downfall of this wicked demonic land. Babylon the Great, the United Snakes of America. Stay most high blessed, endure to the end. And with that, I say shalom.